I'm getting very, very nervous and worried about the future of Couch Cow franchise Call of Duty. How can we keep it fresh and new? What are the kids into these days, huh? Show me something! What? Aha! That gives me a very original, patented idea. This is going to be great. Just what I needed.
Hello?
Hello, yes, about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Here's what you do.
Yes, sir.
You add freaking jetpacks.
Jetpacks?
Oh, and fucking lasers.
Laser?
Kids love lasers and jetpacks.
But sir, we're already done.
What? Just do it. I don't care. Put it in at the last minute. Oh, and get Kevin Spacey.
What do you want, huh?
Kevin Spacey?
You want Kevin Spacey?
Yes.
Okay.
He'll add emotional weight to the game. Plus, I loved him in Swimming with the Sharks. Oh, such a great. He does that deadpan face better than anyone. It's like. Oh, it's wonderful. It is a right to print money. Call of Duty, signed, sealed, and delivered. Get it done or you're fired. Oh, look at this. Already. Sell those copies, yes! Press F! Press F! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, I've done it! Success! I did it again! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes! Oh, yes! I would have paid the money, yes! Oh, this is great! Beyond my wildest dreams, and all I had to do was add Spacey!
Alright, Call of Duty. Didn't think I'd be reviewing this. I'm gonna have trolls on one side saying that I suck at the game, so my opinion is invalid. I'm gonna have guys on the other side saying, why didn't you rip this game a new fucking asshole? It's the worst game ever. It is of the devil. I can tell you right now, the game is not terrible. And it kind of makes me scared to know what Ghosts was like, since most everyone agrees that this game is at least better than Ghosts. What a piece of crap that must have been.
And that meant eliminating as many creative restrictions as possible so that our developers could create
New dog models.
an entirely new world, an entirely new narrative, an entirely new
Dog model.
Call of Duty set the gold standard.
Oh, and if you were hoping that this was the time to jump back in with something fresh and new added, don't bother. It's painfully predictable and unfortunately more of the same. Only with sick jetpacks and fucking lasers!
Excellent!
But last.
Yeah, if this was the game that Activision would hope stopped the fall of this aging franchise, it just merely puts the brakes on the slide, momentarily. It's gonna take a lot more than this and some serious actual evolution to make progress upward and take back that crown. Now, I haven't seriously played since the last good one, in my opinion, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. As each new iteration tries to outdo the other in an increasingly preposterous scenario set to an orgy of explosions that would make Michael Bay blush.
The curve? How does it, how do you think it's going to impact how viewers experience your movies?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Loud, dumb, and full of fun. Okay, the single-player campaigns have been mostly a wild ride. So how does Sledgehammer, the new curators, respond?
Everybody know they're going. Hoorah! Everybody ready? Hoorah! Let's do this. Mitchell, Hines, lead out.
Let's get it done.
Korea was invading Seoul. We had to push him back. This wasn't just a mission. It was an initiation.
Pretty smartly, instead of trying to go for realism in this insane soldier fantasy franchise, they take off the restrictions and fling us 45 years into the future with literal suits that turn us into supermen.
What up? Outstanding use of the door. Now let's go.
This immediately helps explain what you could do in a way that no Call of Duty really has. It fits.
That was awesome. Okay, that is less awesome. Let's see what else this thing can do.
Here you were Jack Mitchell, really good friend to Will Irons. Though you'd not really know that, as the opening seems like you just met for the first time.
I'd enlisted 6 months ago with my best friend, Will.
Well, the old man was a leatherneck, so I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah? I joined up because of the old man, too. More just to get away from him.
I can't get much further away than this.
North Korea has invaded South Korea and somehow has better technology. Bullshit! And inevitably, your friend will die for his country.
Mitchell! We're out of time! You gotta jump, now!
It's okay. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, there wasn't enough setup of their friendship to make me care too much.
Getting kind of bored. Need some Call of Duty. Oh, let me blow something up. Oh yeah, that's the contextual button. Oh yeah. Merca, fuck yeah.
In any case, it turns out he was important. He was the son of a famous CEO, Jonathan Irons, played by Kevin Spacey.
At Atlas, we have prosthetics that are 20 years beyond anything the military could offer you. Will told me what kind of soldier you were. You deserve to fight for a military that's as effective as you are. Think about it.
Who controls a massive private military corporation. This I like. And that sets into motion Irons selecting you to be in his crew. Kevin Spacey just fucking nails it here. And let's be honest, without Kevin, this Call of Duty would be run-of-the-mill generic fodder.
You need my permission, my help, my acquiescence, or you don't have a story. Not really.
He puts in a great performance. It's a shame that the rest of the campaign is so painfully cliche. I can't tell you how many lame one-liners are used over and over as if they're being original. And what sucks the most is what you think will happen at the start completely happens. You can see the plot points from a mile away. There's absolutely no clever or interesting twist, like perhaps Kevin Spacey's ride.
Can a life in politics be far behind?
Well, I like to get things done, so no. But look at what we've done in New Baghdad. 40 years ago, we pulled out of Iraq with that place in ruins and our tail between our legs. And now, it's a testament to what happens when you put efficiency before bureaucracy.
Or they blur the lines between villain and hero. Nope! He just declares war on everybody at the UN after getting accepted to the UN. It's fucking stupid!
Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. But I do. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
But it sounded an awful lot like Irons declaring war.
But it sounded an awful lot like Irons declaring war.
You see, no! Call of Duty thinks you're too stupid for that other type of storytelling.
You have no brain.
It's the very same directed, very linear blockbuster movie just playing. Anytime something cool happens, it's a simple button press. Contextual. But there are things like a hover cycle escape, a boat escape, that can submerge for a second and avoid missiles and obstacles.
Mitchell, hello? Can you hear me? You've got to keep moving.
There's a mission where you use your grapple to scale up a building and stick Spider-Man style to the sides, climbing up it. But all of these feel very automatic. Even when you're in control, you don't really feel like you're contributing much to the action in these sequences. And granted, there's some pretty great sequences and a ton of variety. I love the tank mission. I really liked that final Hoth-like battle in the snow. Makes me want Battlefront. I suppose they are just, I don't know, they're just too clean feeling, if that makes any sense. But they really do look impressive and beautiful. The single player is good enough to keep you going through to the end. Hell, there's not even a back button in between mission menus. It's just go, 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 go!
Yeah, what it is there's just so much shit going on right now. Get in there! Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah! This is cool! Oh shit, I gotta get out of here! Ah, fuck! Where did it go? Oh, shit! Alright, that was pretty cool, and that was all in real time. You know, that wasn't a cutscene. That was... See how fun it is when it's not restrictive to a cutscene? I was also fooled into thinking that wearing this like exosuit makes you survive a bit longer in the game. Nope! The time to kill in the game is pretty much the same as all other Call of Duties, making the exosuits rather muted during the experience. At times, almost like they're not even there if you weren't jetpacking. I mean, especially for no fucking reason, the exosuit turns into a piece of shit when a main character, like this girl, for some reason gets her ass beat while wearing one against a single dude. When they just, without an exosuit, when they just made a point of showing how it can take on 5 exoless dudes at once.
He's got the assault exo. Monsters don't stand a chance.
And there's also a few abilities that the suit has that you could do in single player that won't be available in multiplayer. And multiplayer. The reason most people buy the game. Though I used to buy it just for the story, I'm sure I'm in the minority because entire YouTube channels have been made successful through the just multiplayer match ownage videos. And I'm just still surprised that it's mostly 6v6 or the ground war that ups it to 8v8. Still doesn't seem next gen to me. Now, multiplayer uses the Pick 13 system, which is borrowed and replicated from Black Ops 2. It limits you on your customization choices and perks and streaks in an effort for balance. And thank God for it, because in my opinion, multiplayer is likened to complete chaos. Just chickens running around in outside circles around the map with their heads cut off, with no semblance of tactics, strategies, battle lines, or cooperation. Can you get good at it? Of course you can, but it's really just who the hell pulls the trigger first and who is using a gun with a quicker time to kill ratio. It's a Twitch shooter, and some prefer it that way, okay? Killing people in a hit or two, rinse and repeat, and that's fine, okay? Playing a match with competent people and they always know where the fuck you are at all times with countless UAV spam is just insane. This just isn't a military shooter for me anymore, okay? It's just a shooting gallery online. And that's part of the reason why I stopped playing. It leads to these unfair, quick deaths and overall lower kill-death ratios than you might expect. The game's map designs actively encourage this type of madman frantic style. Everyone is just trying to be their own little Rambos. And spawns make this worse. They're in this game, they're insane, and I think sometimes broken. On PC, they don't make any sense. Now, it's a little bit better in capture the flag modes, but it's clear that the most popular mode for Call of Duty is Team Deathmatch, without a doubt.
We only got 5 of 12 people. This is gonna take forever, and this is one of the downsides. It's like we were saying, dude.
Nobody wants to play the mode that requires a little bit of strategy. It's just everybody
There's
wants
like
to be a
nobody
badass.
playing the PC version. There's like fucking nobody playing the PC version, and it's just look how many we're gonna sit here for fucking ever if we don't play Team Deathmatch, and it's such a.
Well, that just shows that both on console and a PC, that's where Call of Duty is. Team Deathmatch. It's all it is. Team Deathmatch. Either that or it's just bad netcode, especially on PC. It's so bad that guns sometimes appear to do random damage, and knife and melee range is just like ridiculously close. And it's gonna result in a ton of frustrated misses. It just feels awkward when it should feel amazing to punch someone with that much power.
Wipe that punch off your face and put this on.
And why the fuck is a multi-billion-dollar franchising still using peer-to-peer systems like it was BitTorrent or fucking Napster?
No, Joe, no. You see this shit? This is going to keep falling no matter what we do. Yes.
No, do dedicated servers. At release, not later. Respect your fan base. And if you're worried about cost and want to take those dedicated servers offline for your next year copy and paste, that's cool. Switch back to the peer-to-peer system for that previous game. And everyone is happy. So, does Call of Duty still deserve all the fanfare for its 6 to 7 hour campaign that's heavily scripted, strictly linear, and painfully predictable? Just because they add jetpacks in multiplayer and single player? That's up to you to decide. For me at this point, the answer is no, it doesn't. And I know I'm gonna get a bunch of downvotes and a bunch of hate from the Call of Duty faithful, but it's mediocre, occasionally rising above that at times, but it should be so much more by now. It's Call of Duty mostly the same warfare. I feel like giving this game a final verdict of Kevin Spacey out of 10. But since that isn't a real score on my scale, though it should be, the actual score will come out to 6 out of 10. If we were to break out the scores into single player and multiplayer, the single player storyline was polished, impressive at times, but very much, directed on rails, short, predictable. Kevin Spacey's performance holds it up, brings it to that next level, but take Kevin Spacey out and whoosh, yeah. So I'd say it's a 7 out of 10 max, and multiplayer comes in on the PC, 5 out of 10 on the PC, okay? I'm not consoles. It may be higher on those. Lack of dedicated servers, fewer guns, perks than ever before, and this just chaotic mess at times. It's 5 out of 10, average for me. I haven't really wanted to play it beyond a few days. unless the next Call of Duty announces something really big, some new features, or evolves for the next game, I'm pretty worried for this beast. It seems like a prideful lion near the end of its life, trying to stay king of the pack. We'll see what Activision can come up with. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
Hey, what are you doing?
You have no brain.